All the questions you're about to see on today's Dallas Cowboys mailbag are from the Cowboys Report YouTube subscribers or my Twitter followers. So if you have questions we don't get to, my DMs are open. You can always hit me up on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney. Let's do mailbags here on the Cowboys Report. I'm Tom Downey from Edict. Will Dak get right? And do you think this game was a step forward? Now, the Cowboys, of course, first to the Cowboys-Giants game. Duh, right? I thought Dak played fine in this one. This was not the Dak Prescott we saw at the beginning of the year. It was also better than some of his recent games. I thought his second half against the Raiders and his Falcons game were a little bit better overall from what we've seen out of Dak Prescott. So I think it was a little bit of a step in the right direction, but I still think you need more from Dak. And to be fair, you need more from your play calling, your offensive line, and your receivers. I will say this. I think we would have felt a lot better about the overall play of the Cowboys offense had CeeDee Lamb not dropped 3 pretty big passes. That would have made everybody, I think, feel a little bit more confident. So, sure, I guess a minor step, but it's not the big step forward that I think we're looking for. I say Dak only had a couple bad throws, but the turnover was the pretty big one, right? The strip sack from behind. From Ryform now, why do we run screens? I don't know. They don't work very well for this team. I think what they're trying to do is minimize the offensive line concerns they have by getting their guys open in space and letting them make plays after the catch, which is understandable, except your tight end Dalton Schultz can't block in space, and you're not making as many guys miss, and then you're dropping screens too. So, look, I've seen screenplays work for other teams. It's not working for Dallas. At a certain point, it's not about the execution. It's a lot more about calling the plays to put your players in position. Yeah, those screenplays could go for big ones if they just block, but we're not blocking. So maybe stop calling it over and over again. 34 Blackula. Kellen Moore hasn't adjusted to what defense is trying to do to our offense. You would think it would have an answer for that. So we went 8 of 14 on 3rd and 4th downs, only scored 21 points. 3rd down offense was fine. 8 for 14 is pretty good, but you settled for a bunch of field goals when you didn't need to. I think the issue is they're not pushing it downfield. Now, I think part of that is teams are daring them not to. And early on in the weeks, they could not run the football when teams dared them to. That makes it really tough on an offense to operate. So I've been very underwhelmed by Kellen Moore the past couple weeks. I think it's been a very conservative offense, and I don't like that. I want them to be a bit more aggressive. They were conservative against New York. That's not going to work come playoff time. So here's our question on Kellen Moore. The boy wonder who we were all so excited about now is not doing so hot. Do you trust Kellen Moore? Type in Y for yes or N for no. This is the pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad break comes, take advantage of it. Head down to that pinned comment, type in Y for yes or N for no. From @FreddyStack. Is the McGovern versus Williams battle for the best Connor at left guard over? For this year, yeah, it's over. It is Connor Williams. It is not a coincidence the Cowboys had their best day on the ground in 5 weeks. The first game they go back to Connor Williams at left guard. He's just better. He can pull. McGovern can't pull. He can't get to the second level very well. He's great at fullback. They called the fat guy touchdown play. It wasn't open. Dak did a great job to reset, find Schultz back at the end zone. But it's clear. It is Williams who is better at this point. From Robert Glasper, the offensive line needs to protect better, but I'm glad they won. Cowboys put on a show next Sunday. Let's hope they beat the football team to secure the NFC East title. The O-line I thought was a bit better this week. Again, there is a very distinct lack of trust with the offensive line. I don't think they trust Biotish and the Steele and Secchi rotation at left tackle, and I think previously McGovern, to hold up for long stretches. So I think that's why you see all this short shit. Now, I don't like it. It's not working very well. I would love to move on from it from that perspective, but the O-line, it hasn't been as good as it was the first 6 weeks. Injuries, the constant rotation, all that is a factor. I thought they were better against the Giants. I thought there were a couple small steps taken. Again, we feel better if they just catch the football in terms of the left guard situation. So to answer your question on the O-line, protecting better, I do think they got to do a little bit better moving forward. Not a disaster this week, but still room for growth across the board on the offense. All right, from Rimazu1, if I got that wrong, I'm really sorry, my friend. What do you want to see from the Cowboys for them to be Super Bowl contenders? Also, besides Parsons, who has been a breakout player for the Cowboys this year? Thanks, Ryan. I think it's Ryan is how you pronounce it. They got to get better on offense. They got to score and finish drives in the red zone. They got to take advantage of whatever the defense is throwing at. The offense has to get closer to the top 3 units statistically, even though it's not right now. They've got to get better in that category. If they get there, feel okay about it. Now, as for your second part of your question about the breakout players, offensively, does Tony Pollard count from that perspective? Maybe. I don't think Biotic is broken out. The offense is pretty well established. It's your defense. I think Gregory's had a great year. I've been impressed by Carlos Watkins. Neville Gallimore showing flashes. I think the big one, by the way, is Jaron Kearse, who has been incredible as a cheap safety addition, and probably throwing Anthony Brown in that conversation as well. Now, if you want to be a part of the next Dallas Cowboys mailbag, subscribe. That way you don't miss out on any of our videos. For the most part, these are done live. Now, we filmed this in advance because I gotta be out of town for Christmas this year, but I got free videos for you. Hit that big red button and sub. From Jacob, #Cowboys, they are the best team in the NFC. If you get the offense of the first half and the defense of the past half, yes, they are. Currently, nah, they're not. I think the Packers are better. And we'll see about the Bucs. The Cardinals are kind of collapsing a little bit. So I think they could be, but right this second, they haven't put it all together yet, which is why I am still hopeful about this playoff stretch. From Gregory, the question is if Lamb and Cooper and the rest of the receiving core make the catches they normally do, are we still asking the questions about Dak? I'll throw in this part too. If they run the right routes. There was a play in particular against Washington where they're running, I think it was a smash concept, spot, whatever it was. Got a hitch from the outside receiver. Supposed to be a post from Gallup in the slot. And he just didn't run it. He ran the wrong route. So Dak looks off the safety, goes to find Gallup, and Gallup's not where he's supposed to be. So now he's got to reset, scramble, throw it away. Goes as an incomplete pass when it should have been 6 if they run the right route. So it's not just the receiving core. It's not just the O-line, not just the play call, not just the quarterback. It's all of it. The entire offense right now is just not clicking right. Now, I know it's getting close to Christmas, and if you missed out, what are you going to do? But you can make up for a gift if you forgot it for someone special this year by getting them a Cowboys jersey below as low as, that's the phrase I'm looking for, as low as $90 at chatsports.com/Cowboys jersey. If you want to go cheaper, chatsports.com/Cowboys has all of the Cowboys gear on sale up to 70% off. I will put both of those links in the comment section. Cowboys jersey for the jerseys, chatsports.com/Cowboys jersey, and chatsports.com/Cowboys for all the gear on sale. More receiver talk. Feed Amari Cooper. Might just fix the passing game. He needs 10-plus targets a game. When he has this year, he's had 100-yard games. I mean, if you throw any receiver 10 targets, they should have 100 yards unless you're CeeDee Lamb and dropping balls. I wouldn't mind more Amari Cooper. He's been a bit quiet lately, and again, I think part of this is scheme. They're doing all this stuff over the middle, and I just don't know if that's the right path. So I don't mind getting Amari Cooper more involved. I think it's a very fair point, Dusty. Thank you for it. So who is the best Cowboys receiver? AC for Amari Cooper, CL for CeeDee Lamb, or MG for Michael Gallup? Get those votes in for me in the comments. First off, great name here. Johnny W. Can we call Dallas defense the Legion of Doom now? I can't. They haven't earned it yet. They've been great this year. If they win a title, let's ride Legion of Doom. I will give you credit, Johnny. But I remember when the Cowboys went by the Hot Boys on defense, and then once they became the Hot Boys, they collapsed the rest of the way. So I cannot give them the Legion of Doom defense quite yet. But if they have success postseason, we can have that conversation later on in the offseason. It's a good name, just not there quite yet.